to win this championship, I mean, obviously your club has done so well this year, but to bring this home in front of this crowd, I mean, what does it mean?
It means a lot. It means an awful lot. This is a great group. Been very proud of how they've gone about their business all year long. But you never know. You come into this thing, and this thing's a meat grinder. Any four of these teams could have won this thing, and the SEC is a gauntlet. And to come in here and be able to do it at home in front of our fans is pretty special.
When obviously you trailed going into that final event, but watching your club walk into the floor, it was like it was done.
Well, we're a pretty confident group on floor, and we kind of knew that if it was close at the end, we gave away a little bit on bars and beam, not a whole lot, but just enough to make it interesting. And then, but we knew if we could keep it close going into that final rotation, we'd be pretty confident. And of course, floor's been that way all year long for us. And Courtney McCool-Griffiths does an amazing job of heading us up over there. And they're a confident bunch when we get on that event.
How good does that feel as a coach to know that your team exudes that confidence, knowing, man, we got this?
Well, it feels good, but you never know. You never know as a coach. You get them prepared. They're prepared. They're prepared physically. They're prepared mentally. And everybody, everything was pointing in a good direction. But, I learned a long time ago. I've been doing this a hot minute, and you learn that you don't get ahead of yourself. Focus on the 5 minutes in front of your face. Don't take anything for granted. We're blessed. We're blessed. We're fortunate to have great kids, their character, their integrity. I'm blessed as a coach to be able to coach them. I'm blessed as a coach to be at LSU. It's a special place with special people in this state. And, I just give all my thanks to the Lord because I'm blessed.
Yeah, you can expect great performances from Haley and from Kaya winning and Connor McClain, but Ashley Cowan to be an SEC champion and KJ Johnson. I mean, these are what you have to be a champion.
Absolutely. It takes everybody. And I'm so proud of Ashley Cowan. You mentioned her because, I was pretty hard on her as a freshman, trying to get her to be consistent because we'd see flashes of what she was capable of on that event. And I told her tonight when she came off the podium after getting that trophy, I said, now you're a killer. And she is. She's a great competitor. You see her. I don't know what that is. They told me she was clipping her seatbelt when she finished the. I get it now, but I thought she was sheathing her sword, man. I thought she cut some heads off or something. But just proud of that kid. Proud of all of them. Proud of freshman Connor McClain doing what she did on balance beam. Haley doing the things she did. KJ finally getting a score that was indicative of the performance that she gives every single time on floor. So. It was a total group effort, and it came from different places. Some of the places where we get big scores normally didn't happen tonight, but we got them in other spots, and that's the mark of a good, complete team.
Going into your meet last week, you said you felt like your team kind of took the edge off a bit. How did you see him turn the page going into this week?
Well, I mean, it was an obvious progression, right? While I understood why the edge can come off a little bit going into that final home meet, I fully expected them to get it back tonight. And they did. Look, and we didn't perform. If you saw us yesterday in the training day, I had a higher expectation even than what we did today. They performed well enough tonight, but we know we've still got to get better if we want to take this thing further than tonight.
For you, how would you win this game compared to doing it as an assistant 2019?
It's interesting. When Dee Dee brought me here, back in 2012, she pointed up in the rafters and said we hadn't had one of those since 1981, and one of the first things she wanted to do was win this conference again, and basically asked me to partner with her to do that, and that's what we did. And so when we got over the hump and did that one, I was an emotional basket case. I was crying for her. I was happy for all the LSU fans and everything. Tonight, it's a little more surreal for me, and I'm really more about letting the kids enjoy it and everything. I'm sure it'll sink in. It's validating because we feel like we have a great culture and we do things the right way and we care about these kids. We pour into these kids, and they pour into each other as people. And so it's validating from that standpoint, but I'm sure I'll reflect on it and have a little more of an emotional reaction at some point.
Good for me.